first look of the museum is impressive. Its modern architecture stands out from the rest of the city. My father grew up near here, and this is the bakery he went as a child. In this painting, Dalí portrays some iconic elements of Venice, such as the gondola and what I think is the San Marcos Plaza. This painting was really impressive in many ways. For example, we can clearly see the thick strokes of the impasto technique we saw with Van Gogh, because you can clearly see the volume in the painting and the just so much one stroke of paint after the other one. In this painting, we can clearly saw what Impressionism is about. It's just taking what you are perceiving, the light, because the faces of the men are not visible. We just saw what you could remember, what the impression of the moment would be. And the light here, it's really important how the colors are different from one part of the painting to the other one. Even the title shows what the movement was about, defiance, in things such as just going out instead of staying in the studio. This painting is amazing, how the author manages light and color and portrays a mother and a child walking down the Elysian fields is just amazing. Here we can clearly see some of the main characteristics of Cubism movement, such as the thick lines, geometrical figures, and the colors such as brown. This was one of my favorite paintings of the exhibition because of its incredible size, just so much details, and it almost makes you feel like you're in the train station in, I don't know, France or somewhere like that in the 1800s. It was just amazing. Here we can see a lot of what we saw about Van Gogh in class, such as his technique of impasto, of just thick layers of painting, and also his subject, everyday things, just as a peasant going back to his home. In this Impressionist painting, we can clearly see how the work uses the colors and overall the technique of just dots of paint to create the impression of light. In this case, it's clearly seen that it's the sunset on Paris, and it's impressive how he can transmit how the light, how the moment is there. It's almost a picture of the moment. Vlaminck's use of color is really impressive. For example, the white in this picture really stands out as snow. These statues were really amazing. How Roldan portrays movement in his statues is simply breathtaking. For me, one of the things that really stood up about this exhibition was the kissing topic, because so many of his statues talk about this, transmit this message. And I think this is really important, because for many centuries, art has been changing, but this topic, love, has always been in the center of the attention of the artists, the world, everyone, and I think that's really impressive. Moreover, the kissing is really important in the love topic, because it's a moment where two people almost unite, and in his sculptures, Rodin makes it seem as the two figures are melting one into each other, and that is really impressive how he performs with the materials and with the message he transmits.